Tales of Suspense. See what happens when a deadly foe of Iron Man learns of his real identity. Hold your breath. Here comes Iron Man. Iron Man, you blundered into the Red Barbarian's trap. This is your finish. Iron Man, trapped by the Red Barbarian. Iron Man, you dare to come here, where doom awaits you? Hold your fire, Barbarian. You have a surprise coming to you. And you, reader, have a shocking surprise coming to you too, as a knight in shining armor walks straight into this, the greatest danger he has ever faced. One night at an East Coast dock. Well, comrade, we did it. We not only learned about America's newest atom bomb, but we stole the bomb itself. Yes, Gregor, we will receive the thanks of the Red Barbarian himself for this piece of espionage. Wait, before we store the crate in the hold, I'd like to take another look at the weapon. Why not? It is easily opened with a crowbar. There it is. I hear it has revolutionary new elements of design. And you hear right. Iron Man! The FBI wanted to catch you spies red-handed, so we baited our trap with a phony, hollow bomb containing only yours truly. We've been tricked! Shoot him! But before the commies can fire, Iron Man pulls a tiny, transistor-powered device from his accessory belt. Sorry to disappoint you characters, but it's you who are going for a ride. This gadget is magnifying the power of that magnetic crate 100-fold. So what? So this. Its first effect will be to jerk your guns upwards so that you fire harmlessly into the air. Then, the weapons themselves will be drawn to the magnet, and you with them. I'd advise you not to let go of your guns. It's quite a drop to the deck below. You're wearing an iron costume. How come you're not drawn upward? My metal clothing contains alloys which reject magnetic attraction. Now don't go away because you'll soon have an admiring audience of FBI agents. And brief minutes later. Good work, Iron Man. Thanks to your cleverness, another commie spy ring has been rounded up. Yes, but our job is far from finished. I'm sure the Red Barbarian must be planning new mischief. The Red Barbarian? That's the name of a top Red general, noted for his brutality. He controls this vast commie spy network, and heaven help the undercover man who flubs an assignment. Where's the Red Barbarian's headquarters? Somewhere behind the Iron Curtain, but I can't talk anymore. My transistors are running down. I've got to recharge them. So long for now, boys. Soon, in a deserted alley near the waterfront. There, all recharged. Now to switch to my secret identity as Anthony Stark. Speaking of the Red Barbarian, I'll bet his agents are dying to find out what's going on behind the walls of my lab. Little does anyone suspect that my entire Iron Man garb is collapsed and concealed in this ordinary attaché case I'm carrying. And little do the commies know that I'm working on my greatest weapon, a pocket-sized disintegrator ray. Of course I haven't perfected the ray yet, but even so, the enemy spy who learns its secret will become a national hero. An hour later, out of town. But what spy can get through the heavy guard the US Army has thrown around my plant, to make sure nobody but I enter or leave the lab? Next day, on the lab's proving grounds. Now gentlemen, you will see how my disintegrator ray works. Notice that it can be installed in a common flashlight case. Aim it at a monster tank, and the tank instantly vanishes. Focus its beam on a 2-foot thick wall end. Instantaneous vaporization. No earthly substance can withstand the effects of this ray. Amazing! You can easily see that if the ray were enlarged, in a split second it could wipe out a fleet of enemy battleships, or even a great metropolis. Of course, my ray still has a few bugs in it. Consistency of performance, enlargement problems, and so forth. But when the device is perfected... Perfected? I still can't believe what I've already seen. Do you know that the Reds would probably give up half of Asia if they could steal the plans of what you've invented so far? You know something, General? I believe they would. And indeed, at that very moment, in a red satellite country at the headquarters of the Red Barbarian. Excellency, we have sensational news. Our spies in America report that the famous inventive genius, Anthony Stark, is working on an astounding new weapon to make America invincible. So, where are the plans? Well, sir, the plans are not so easily procured. A huge security guard surrounds Stark's laboratory. Idiot! Did I ask you what the obstacles were? But Excellency, Vukov spoke the truth. Not even a mouse can enter Stark's plant without being detected by the security guards. Another apologist for failure? Come here. I've got a good mind to have you shot, you blundering incompetent. But sire, we cannot do the impossible. We cannot make ourselves invisible and steal the blueprints from under Stark's nose. Fools! Traitors! I do not ask you how to steal vital secrets. All I want are results. Now get out of sight, you spineless dolts! You are well named, Red Barbarian. I have flown 1,000 miles to visit you, and what do I find? You're in a drunken rage, about to execute your own staff. It can't be. You, here. Who then should visit you? Stalin's ghost? Relax, my general. I am not here to trouble you. I came to congratulate you, for you employ the greatest undercover agent in history, a man who can perform miracles. Ah, I have no such man. You are mocking me, comrade. Allow me to introduce him, then. It is I, the actor, who can use his rubbery face to resemble almost anyone, with the aid of a little makeup. Then it is not Comrade K. This is amazing. But can you impersonate others? For example, can you... Anyone. I have only to see a man once. Take yourself, for instance. It's me. Actor, even if the joke is on me, I must admit you are a genius at impersonation. Your face is worth a fortune. Sit down, actor. Have some caviar. I want to talk to you. I know what it is, General. I overheard everything from the doorway. You would like someone to steal the plans of Anthony Stark's new invention. Well, you came to the right man. Or rather, the right man came to you. Do you have a photo of Stark? Of course. Moments later. This is child's play for a man of my talents. By Lenin's beard, you are Anthony Stark. You could enter and leave his laboratory at will. No one would challenge you. Correct. And what will be my reward if I return here with all the plans of Stark's new invention? Anything you wish. Name it, and it shall be yours. However, I warn you, actor. Fail in this mission, and I will nail your hide to the wall. Nonsense, Comrade General. How can I fail? I'll be giving the performance of my life. What about Iron Man? I just received news he broke up another spy ring I organized in America. Iron Man doesn't worry me. As a matter of fact, I can even impersonate him. Ah, that is not the same as defeating Iron Man. Nobody in my organization has beaten him yet. Then I shall be the first. A toast, General, to the double defeat of Anthony Stark and Iron Man. A few days later, the spy arrives in the U.S. by posing as a film star. But Sir Reginald, we thought you were in Italy, making a picture. As you see, that rumor was false. I intend to remain in America for a month, touring around, incognito. Indeed, I'll be several people before I arrive at Stark's lab. Next day, at a telegraph office in Washington, D.C. Send this telegram to Anthony Stark, at the address noted, and mark it rush. Whatever you say, Senator. Now to contact our spies here. They must help me fake an entrance into Stark's lab while Stark flies to Washington, to a non-existent Pentagon meeting arranged by the actor. Presently, at an underground hideout. Excellent disguises, comrades. How long will it take our private helicopter to touch down at Stark's lab? In about 2 hours, actor. Stark should be on a plane to Washington by that time. 2 hours later, at Stark's laboratory. Mr. Stark, I thought you'd left for Washington. The Pentagon meeting was called off. Escort us to my private office at once. I have no time to waste. But Mr. Stark, you gave me strict orders that none but you can enter your secret quarters. Well, today is an exception. These officers are top Pentagon officials. I have no secrets from them. Open the door, please. Minutes later. Go to work, quickly. The guard won't bother us. I told him to stand outside till I summon him. Da, actor. We'll each take a filing cabinet, a drawer, a closet, and ransack them till we find the plans. Hello. What's this? Various metal spare parts, gleaming like gold. Ah, I know what these gadgets are. They're the units of Iron Man's costume. Why, this is the greatest discovery of all. Anthony Stark is Iron Man. But I'll tell nobody about my find. It will be my ace in the hole if I ever have to save my neck to redeem some blunder. Actor, look! We found the blueprints for Stark's new invention. It's a disintegrator ray. Great. I'll fly them immediately to the Red Barbarian. Meanwhile, you three have a job. You will wait outside. Then, when Stark returns from his wild goose chase, assassinate him. Da, actor, but you must think of some way to get rid of his personal guard. And so, outside the lab. Take the rest of the night off. My Pentagon friends will remain on guard till I return in the morning. Thanks, Mr. Stark. An hour later, on a private airliner. My startling discovery that Stark is Iron Man will remain my secret till the right time arrives to reveal it. Meanwhile, as a baffled genius returns to his lab, I wonder who could have sent that phony message to attend an emergency top-level meeting. Get set. Here comes the real Anthony Stark. Greetings, Stark, and farewell. Never again will your genius contribute to our enemy's cause. The bullets are bouncing off him. He must be wearing a bulletproof vest. They don't know I'm wearing Iron Man's chest apparatus under my shirt. He's doused the lights. Quick, we must get him before he eludes us. Time to change to Iron Man. And so, as the three hatchet men poke around in the dark, that blackout was Stark's signal to me that he was in trouble, and I see he wasn't exaggerating. Yeah, it's Iron Man. He's a guard here too. Now to scare the truth out of them. Tell me what you're doing here, or shall I try to make you talk? No, don't. We'll tell you everything. It was the actor. He impersonated you. He stole your plans for the disintegrator ray. An hour later, at a U.S. missile base. I must use this rocket. The three assassins told me where the Red Barbarian's headquarters is, and when the actor is due to arrive there. But what if the rocket misfires, or the capsule falls hundreds of miles from the target zone? It's a chance I've gotta take. Rocket travel is the only way I can beat the actor to his destination, so I can intercept him and recapture Stark's blueprints. Okay, Iron Man. Good luck. Minutes later. Better pray, men. If Iron Man doesn't retrieve Stark's plans, the Iron Curtain nations will have an unbeatable weapon. Presently. I'm in orbit now. My attaché case is floating weightlessly, but soon a radio signal from a U.S. guidance control center will send the capsule earthward. Then, minutes later. Face with me. I'm only a few miles from the airport where the actor is due to land, and this time, I'll be waiting for him. And so, your car, actor. Thank you. I will drive myself to the General's headquarters. But en route, the actor encounters a strange roadblock. Hold it, actor. We're going to have a nice chat in the woods. Iron Man, it's you! How did you get here? Does Khrushchev tell Kennedy? Sorry, pal, but that's my secret. In the meantime, I'll make a nice cozy cell for you out of this car. Say, they don't build them so strong behind the Iron Curtain, do they? Now I'll gag you with your pocket handkerchief so you'll make no outcry. And, oh yes, I'll take those plans back for Stark. I was right to keep this ace in the hole. Even Iron Man doesn't realize I know he's Anthony Stark. Soon, at the Red Barbarian's headquarters. Look, it's Iron Man! Put down your weapons, fools, and take me to your commander. Let the Red Barbarian decide whether you should destroy me. Iron Man, you dare to come here, where death awaits you? So I fooled you too, eh, General? Sorry, Excellency, but I'm the actor. That's how I managed to steal Stark's plans, by impersonating Iron Man. Actor, you're a positive genius! And the plans, where are they? Inside this attaché case. Unfortunately, we cannot open it for another 4 hours because it has a time lock. You know how ingenious Stark is with tiny things. Well, he planted a miniature A-bomb inside that lock. If we open it now, we'll be blown to bits. We can wait. What's 4 hours compared to the value of the blueprints inside the case? Good. That's what I expected you to say. Well, I'll go home now, General. I'll get out of this tin can, and 4.5 hours from now, we'll open the case together. Wonderful. You've done a brilliant job, actor. We'll both go down in history for this masterpiece of espionage. Soon after, as Iron Man returns to his prisoner. Okay, actor, you can leave now. Without the plans, of course. Too bad about the plans, but Red Barbarian will forgive me when I tell him that Iron Man is Anthony Stark. Then our spies can finish off Iron Man, when he is more vulnerable as Stark. I must escape to the nearest western country while I still have a chance, so I'll use my transistor jet flying power. Soon. General, forgive me for losing the plans, but you won't mind so much Iron Man outwitting me, not when you hear the still more valuable information I have to give you. What are you talking about? Iron Man. He ambushed me and took the disintegrator ray plans with him, but wait till you hear what I know about him. Idiot! Where is the attaché case? The one with the time lock. What time lock? What case? Iron Man just released me from a metal prison. You're lying. You were here an hour ago, impersonating Iron Man. But Excellency, I don't have the plans. So you try to deceive the Red Barbarian, do you? You impersonated Iron Man to trick me, to stall for time till you yourself could dispatch the blueprints to our leader and take the credit. Wait, General, if you saw Iron Man, it must have really been him, not me. Ow! Do you think I'm insane to fall for so fantastic a story? Guard, dispatch this traitor. General, wait! I know who the Iron Man is! Wait! The actor is gone, Excellency. Serves him right for trying to trick me. Imagine, he said that the real Iron Man came here to retrieve the plans and that he knew Iron Man's secret identity. By Lenin's beard. What a fairy tale. The end. I speak of The Haunted House. Like haunted house stories? We do too, but we think you'll find this little gem just a wee bit different. What better way to start a story than with an argument? You're a fool, Rodney. Everyone knows there are such things as ghosts and haunted houses. You're the fool, Smith. Only children and dimwits believe in spooks. So, you accuse me of being a dimwit, do you? Then I'll prove that ghosts exist. Get in your car and follow me. Unless you're afraid. Afraid? The only thing I'm afraid of is that I'll bust out laughing. Once and for all, I'm gonna call that phony's bluff. He's heading for the loneliest section of town. Still say you're not afraid of my proof, Rodney? Aw, knock off the corny bit, will you, Smith? Am I supposed to shiver at the sight of this old dump? I claim that this old dump, as you call it, is a haunted house, and defy you to spend a whole night in there. You're defying the wrong cat, Smith. I've seen this situation in a million grade B movies. Now let's see you put your money where your mouth is. Okay, I'll take this blanket and flashlight from my car. If I spend the night and see no ghosts, will you pay me $100 cash? You have yourself a bet, Rodney. This is gonna be the easiest bet I ever won. I'll look the place over, just to keep busy. Nothing down here in the cellar. And the attic's as empty as Smith's head. Some haunted house this is. It's just a busted down shack that needs a good cleaning. Well, I might as well light some candles so I don't use out my flashlight. What a boring evening this'll be. The moon's rising. I guess this is as good a time as ever for Smith's ghost to appear. Aw, come on, ghost. I've been waiting for hours. It's getting lonely here. And if any of you do intend to show up, bring a deck of cards, huh? It'll give us something to do. Well, I guess a little boredom won't kill me. It's still an easy way to make 100 clams. Here, little ghost. Nice little spookies. Where are you? Come on out. I won't hurt you. Hey, what do you know? It's almost dawn. I must have dozed off. Yes, here comes the sun. I guess it's time to go out and collect my bet. Poor Smith sure will be disappointed, but this'll teach him not to believe all those dumb ghost story books he reads. A half hour later, at Smith's house. Okay, Smitty, pay up. I spent the whole boring night there, and didn't even see one little itty-bitty ghost. Take it easy, Rodney. You haven't won your bet yet. Hey, what are you trying to pull? Are you fixing to welch on our bet? Of course not. I just want you to take a look at something. What are you heading back to the house for? You're not going to change my mind about what happened last night. Perhaps not, but I still want you to see something rather interesting. Hey, this is crazy. This is where the house was, but it's gone. But that's impossible. Nobody can take a house away in a half hour. Simple, Rodney. It only appears one night a year, for 12 hours. Then it vanishes until the next year. You see, it's under a spell. The house itself is the ghost. What's going on here? What happened to the house? How did it disappear? Needless to say, Smith won the bet. As for Rodney, he's waiting till next year. But next time he won't spend the night in the house. He just wants to have another look. From the outside. The end. Escape into space. There goes the law. I've beaten them. Now I'm free. Free. Due to advanced police techniques, no criminal in the future will stand a chance. All will be apprehended and brought to justice, like this. Conrad Zeno, this court finds you guilty and sentences you to 10 years at our maximum security prison in outer space. I could make a break for it, but it would be useless. There's no place on Earth where the law couldn't trace me within a matter of hours. And so, relax, Zeno. You won't find prison so bad. Sure, I'll have a ball, rotting away in some interplanetary dungeon for 10 years. But before the ship can reach its destination, something's wrong with the gamma thrust mechanism. We'll have to make an emergency landing and repair it. This might be my chance to escape. On Earth, I'd be found no matter where I hid, but on some strange alien world, I might get away with it. Our instruments read that planet up ahead as an oxygen world, with gravity similar to Earth's. Good enough. We'll make our landing there. Nice landing. Now let's get to work on the thrust mechanism. Say, how's about letting me stretch my legs too? Okay, go ahead. So, while the crew repairs the ship, Conrad Zeno scans the terrain. Plenty of vegetation. I could live here for the rest of my life. I think I've got it adjusted. Rev up the engines. Hey, knock it off! The exhaust draft is churning up the sand. My eyes. I can't see. What luck. Now's my chance to make a break for it. Zeno, come back! There's a nearby hill of cave straight ahead. If I could just make it. He's climbing up to the caves. Keep firing. What luck. The difference in gravity on this planet must be affecting their aim. They can't seem to hit me. They're climbing up after me, but I should be able to lose them in the caves. Those primitive statues, they must be ancient relics from some extinct civilization. Say, that gives me an idea. I can put my flight suit on one of these figures, and from a distance, yeah, it just might work. It takes but seconds to make the switch, and then dragging the statue out of the cave. That crater below is too steep and craggy for the spacemen to enter, so that's where I'll drop my decoy. Look! It's Zeno! He's plunging to his doom! He's at the bottom of the crater. Finished. Guess he preferred that way out rather than spend years in prison. Nothing for us to do now but return to Earth. The fools. They fell for it. Flushed with triumph, Comrade Zeno watches the spacemen blast off. Sure, I'm stranded on a lonely planet, but there's plenty of food and water here, and at last I'm not locked in a dingy prison. I'm out in the open. I'm free. But has the fugitive really outwitted his captors? Let's see. Well, it all went according to plan. The phony emergency landing, the accidental sandstorm, to let Zeno make a break for it. He even found one of the primitive statues we had planted in the cave, and used it as a decoy. Now we can forget him until his 10-year stretch is up, then we'll come back to take him off the planet. Yeah, like the government figures, the most humane way of having a prisoner serve his sentence is to let him think that he's free. The end.